vengeful spirit.
Just gonna dive right into the tower.
Scared him off.
Mid lane is just gonna be Puck finally getting some time to himself in lane, able to push onto the tower, but fight's gonna start breaking out now as we are gonna have Ice being the first victim. He goes for the cogs, bookshots himself to freedom, but these neutrals might not be the saviors he hoped for. Still goes down to crit, the Sunray being too strong.
Very killable.
Yep, going in. There's going to be a hook shot forward. Static Storm dumped out, but Puck is able to fly away. Chronosphere comes in, but they do end up catching Lifestealer in it. Lifestealer's done. And now Universe pushed away by the cogs. It's not going great so far for EG. Just going to be a leap out. Looks like Venge gets low, but isn't going to be killed off just yet. Zai can't even make it up to punch her once. And now Jab still going forward. The Bug's doing a number onto Sumail, and the Flare going to be dodged out by the phase shift. Sumail looks like he will be able to make it back. EG, it looks like they're keen to take a fight here. We do have that infest inside of Sumail. Everyone's smoked up, and they're going to make their way here. They will go ahead and pop their smoke. Puck makes his way forward. There's the splat of the infest bomb coming out. They do get that coil break onto the bench. So far, looking good. Clockwork down. But how do they find any more kills? Crit keeps his eyes on one, but the attention of EG is split, and they can't find anything else. Nuts will live what we're going to see now. Crit trying his best, just plopping out some fire spirits, but this tower's melting low. Zai does have the ult ready to just start things off with an overgrowth. There is going to be that splat of the infest bomb, but nice time lapse off. Weaver very quick to save his teammates, and it looks like Puck is going to be the one eating all the damage. BKB coming forward. Shadow Fiend now is going to be right clicking onto Arteezy. Black does have the Aegis, so we can just continue to press forward here. Meanwhile, Jabs, our support Weaver, doing carry tier damage. Arteezy trying to live with armlet toggles in the trees, and it looks like he's doing his best. Might be able to take out the Venge. Oh, the Venge lives with just a fraction of health. And Arteezy's down.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Go back up, but nothing really gained for EG now. Looking like they want to burn down XY in the trees. TPing out. There is going to be a Dream Coil to stop that TP, and they do score the kill on the Venge. Now they're looking for more. They will find Disruptor, so a little bit of a cleanup going on, but still a lot of work before EG makes up that big lead that Faceless still have. We'll see. Fire Spirit's plopped out by Crit, but Black just dodging those like it's no big deal. And like you talked about, big change here as Venge has that 10-second BKB. I'm going to try to fight this. Looks like they're just immediately dumping out some damage onto Zai. They've got vision of him, and well, BKB popped out. There is going to be the overgrowth from Zai holding 3 in place, and a Chrono. Probably going to be enough. I mean, they are going to be burning down the Vengeful Spirit. Static Storm comes out, but not going to be doing any real damage. Nuts going to be time-lapsed back. The Weaver opting to help save the supports. There's a double Dream Coil as Puck spawns back into the fight. They do finally get down that pesky Disruptor, but like the rest of Faceless, still might get out with their lives. Trade once more for Crit. Black still full health, full mana. He's
in on one rage, so it's important for him to tank up as much as possible. Much better than going for a Desolator.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Black getting kind of close to that first component of the butterfly, and well, now Sumail shows himself down here. There is going to be a swap back. He's going to go try to orb himself to freedom and drops the Dream Coil onto 2. XY confused about who they're going on. A little bit of indecision may cost Faceless their lives here. Venge already popped out the BKB, is going to be saved by the Weaver, just trying to walk her way back to freedom. There is still a tier 1 tower to help her out. Arteezy just going ham. Looks like he will opt to back off. Now the egg comes out as Black is just going to be right-clicking away, and they will be able to get down Crit. That Phoenix not coming back into the fight. Now Arteezy going to be surrounded here, pushed back by the cogs. He's got no more mana. There is going to be Universe coming forward, but another time-lapse may just save the Venge. It's not going to be enough. She goes down. Arteezy's still alive. Requiem of Souls drop down. They do score the kill on Arteezy. Now Zai revealed in the trees. They popped out another sentry, and they will be able to clean up the tree as well. So Venge.
It's all about trying to keep morale high.
Absolutely. Black going in, a couple more swaps forward. They are going to be able to initiate onto the Venge, but the Venge forced to go and take that time up for the team. 2 heroes caught in the Chronosphere, and there's going to be a hook shot in. 2 more heroes from the Radiant Corral, but looks like the Vengeful Spirit, she's going to be dead. No chance to eat the cheese. Nuts getting very, very low, but able to wand back up to enough health to stay back in there. Ice trying to make his way towards freedom, but he's burning and will be going down. So EG, without losing a single hero, take down a core. And that pesky offlaner. Now Jabs is able to go and make his way back forward, but Sumail finishes off another. That's an 0 for 3 in favor of EG.
Goodbye, you're dead, sir.
Yeah, he was, jungling really aggressively with no vision in the Radiant jungle. Now Radiant, they're pushing right back up under Dire Shrine. There's going to be that time lapse spent out of the Ice, and now Black going to be going forward. The egg is plopped out, but there's going to be the silence and the Dream Coil. The disarm comes forward, so Shadowfiend has to run from the egg. Meanwhile, in the Chrono, they are able to lock down the Weaver and get down Jabs. There's a TP out from XY, and the Yules breaks it right up. So the Vengeful Spirit now going to be killed as well. This is EG turning it right back around, able to leave their base and find 3 kills. Stealer Infest Bomb still down for another 20 seconds, but we'll have it when the fight comes in. Now Faceless, they're going for the offensive play here. XY Smoke is going to pop to the Super Treant Protector. They are going to swap him back up to the high ground here. He's going to immediately overgrowth. Meanwhile, XY taking some serious damage. The rest of the team going to be going forward. Universe pops the Chrono, does clip onto 1, but can't do anything about it. 2 heroes stuck in the cogs, and there's going to be a nice static storm from 2. Arteezy just to be pumped away from the cogs, and XY getting very, very low. Going down. Sumail still going to be low. The crit joining the escape plan, but Jabs hot on their heels. They're trying to focus down Arteezy, but he's probably the most difficult to focus of the heroes. They make their way to the bottom shrine, and they are able to heal up. Faceless are still pursuing this. Universe can have a surprise inside. The Infest Bomb drops out as Arteezy claims another victim. Universe is going to be bringing out the time dilation, and there's going to be another Dream Coil. It seems like Faceless may have overstayed their welcome here. We'll see if EG is able to finish anything off. The time lapse onto Ice to keep him nice and healthy, and now Arteezy, very low mana, starting to get low health as well. Ice is going to be taking a beating and does go down, so I'm going to settle for dewarding and making sure that EG are working with as little vision as possible. Now Crit going to be swapped back. That's where the fight's going to start. They use the silence on the Phoenix. Phoenix is slow, and Phoenix does drop. There's no egg in this fight. XY did BKB, so doesn't have that for the rest of the engagement. Now Arteezy going to press forward. Just goes for the instant infest. And now time lapse onto the Shadowfiend. Keeps everyone healthy. Chrono comes in onto 2. Universe, though, his attention split a little bit thin. He's going to get stunned up and can't do anything with the Chrono. A hook shot back in, and they do have vision on him, so he goes down. That's 2 heroes dead without buyback, and Faceless, they're going to press forward and start taking racks here. Big silence comes out of Sumail, but he's going to have to go and leave as all of the mid racks are taken. They're going to rotate for bottom right quick. Arteezy still up and at full health, but can't afford to be too close to these guys. Faceless, they are still kicking. They've still got an Aegis, they've still got cheese.
That Bloodthorn doing so much work here. They had that Bloodthorn swap combo just to kill Phoenix, and then Void dies to the
Radiant's
swamp.
bottom barracks are under attack.
Now swaps off cooldown again, so no one can walk up at all.
Radiant's bottom barracks.
This is a huge turning point for Faceless. They felt stagnated for so long, but this is it. Sumail going to go forward. They are going to swap Arteezy. They get the silence on him. They're stunning him up as well. Looks like Arteezy is going to be able to walk away, but hook shot in. Ice finds him on the back lines. He is going to be able to armlet toggle and get himself out of that sticky situation, but it's making enough time for Black to be able to go and slap these towers. It's a triple man Dream Coil, but it doesn't seem to matter. They're all just standing in place hitting towers. Dagon to the belly does finish off Vengeful Spirit, but she does have buyback. Now big zoom in from the Phoenix, going with the egg as well, and it looks like with that disarm pop forward, Shadowfiend does have to back himself off, and Sumail going to be moving in. Another Chronosphere does clip onto Black here. This could be huge. They could actually get down Black a second time. Another Dagon from Sumail able to go and lock down Nuts, so it's really just Shadowfiend versus the world. Immediately gets silenced and disarmed and immediately gets killed. My goodness, they took down an Aegis and 3 heroes. This game, they do have Vengeful Spirit nearby though. Venge with the Invis rune looking to get things started. Oh, there's going to be Crit snapped back and silenced up. It looks like that bird won't be flying much longer, but can he actually live through the entire duration of the static storm? He is able to go and get off the ult. Now Universe going to be moving forward. Vengeful Spirit is going to be able to eat the cheese. BKB's up, and now she's going to be looking to turn the fight back around. Ice still stuck in the Dream Coil, and now XY isolated in. Another hook shot forward and a Chrono onto 2. This is looking pretty good for EG so far. They get 2 down, and Shadowfiend, oh, he goes down as well. Down for 100 seconds, does have buyback, but it's only Weaver left alive to tell his tale. Shadowfiend versus the rest of the course.
Shadowfiend's.
Now Black definitely needs the help of his teammates for this. Gotta be very careful not to drop that static storm without meaning, and now Arteezy just jumping up. They know he's got Aegis, so they can't get too crazy, and there's going to be the Hex swap in. This is going to be huge. They do end up finding the kill on the puck. Can go ahead and buy back, but getting back into this fight is tricky now. Ult popped out by Universe, going to be fighting outside the Chronosphere. Vengeful Spirit makes herself vulnerable. Black to be able to make it back up to the high ground. Dream Coil comes forward, and they force back the Clockwork, so Ice is stunned. Now Arteezy just goes to work on him. Hogs push back Arteezy. The rest of Faceless, they're buying back. They gotta withstand the Shadow Feed. Starting to get low, gonna be shrining up and living through it, but another Dream Coil comes out. She's eaten up and, oh, yeah, that's gonna be ice. Getting very, very low. Able to force himself back to freedom. Faceless, they're all still staying alive right now, and they do end up locking down Arteezy. He's going too forward. He does have the Aegis, but this isn't the fight that EG wanted, so they're gonna have to back off. Infest comes back out from Arteezy. Another swap in. They know he doesn't have the Infest. Aegis can be burned. Sumail already used that refresher. Does not have his ult for 30 more seconds. Arteezy just going to be running to freedom as they're looking for more kills. But will Faceless push too far? Since they are still continuing to press forward, they are going to be able to glimpse back onto this Phoenix. Kill off the Phoenix. Looking for Arteezy here. Again, they popped his Aegis. Out on his own, but he's got that Manta. He's got plenty of survivor gold. Rolling up here, though. Yeah, he's going to be hexed. He does have that Lotus Orb plopped on him by his team, and Universe going to be coming forward, going to be chronoing up the Shadow Fiend, just taking care of him solo. Sumail comes in, dumps the Dagon on him, and now swap back, keeping the Shadow Fiend safe, but they get down the Weaver, who doesn't have buyback. They're so close to getting down Black, but they're not able to find him. Arteezy, though, finds himself another kill onto the Vengeful Spirit. This is huge. This is 2 heroes dead without buyback, and now Faceless for and yeah, Black can't fight without his team backing him. Black's gotta be careful here. Universe does have that chrono back online.
Yep, just gotta be very careful with that chronosphere. Weaver is up in 10 seconds at least, so maybe they can stall for that.
It's gonna be a long 10 seconds, and that's gonna be a 10 seconds potentially filled with Mega Creeps. As Universe dumps out another ult. Towers are fortified. They've got to take a pause button on Structure, but they'll settle for some kills. And with Shadow Fiend going down, it's getting close to GG. He immediately buys back, but towers are starting to get low. Jabs moves forward. Black again comes back in, wants to find the kill on Arteezy, but the heroes gathered up around it. This could potentially be the last fight in the game. Buyback's starting to get few and far between now. Chrono comes in. They isolate the Vengeful Spirit right away. Arteezy will be making space, chasing back the Shadow Fiend. There's able to disarm him, and now Vengeful Spirit just BKB'd, trying to run up the hill, but is going to go ahead and get stunned. Hex comes in. Arteezy now running for his life. He is going to be Lotus Orb. Hookshot, not going to connect onto anything, and Universe spraying out time dilations for all he's worth. There are no casualties currently, but everyone just wants to go their separate ways. Ult's burned and nothing found from it. Who wins that?
No one. EG win their ultimates are on a lower cooldown. We have Chronosphere up in 25 seconds, Coil up in 15, Shadow Fiend ultimates on a longer cooldown. And
well, they're going to go forward. They are able to immediately hex up and kill off Sumail, dead without buyback. That's going to be big. Now glimpse back forward. They're keeping the rest of EG corralled. He's going to get that Lotus Orb sprayed on him. Going to be Manta dodging whatever he can, but XY burning low. Missile dropped on him. Hookshot comes in, though, and Hurricane Pike moving forward. Time-lapse burn onto the Vengeful Spirit. They're going to be able to go forward and stun. Universe stopping his own allies inside the Chronosphere, but it doesn't matter as he's able to do some much-needed damage to the enemy team. The Shadow Fiend getting so low, and they know there's no time-lapse to help him out. Vengeful Spirit going to be next in the menu. She's going to go ahead and try to Manta herself out of the sticky situation, but get bashed up by Universe. Hurricane Pike to try to get her some space, but Zai chases after him, and now Ice killed off as well. The last survivor, Jabs, is locked down, and the GG is called. EG have won game 1 after holding out in their base for so long.
Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
But still, Sumail, such a tricky target to get a hold of.
they are setting up for him though, so perhaps if he uses his orb here, oh, he just did.
Black actually going to be the one in trouble. Blinks back up to the high ground, sipping on the bottle. Black going to be going forward, trying to get another kill. Sumail in some serious trouble. All of his spells on cooldown. He does finally pick up the phase shift here on crit. Fairy Fire eaten up, trying to slow him down with the spirits, but Jab's going to be sprinting and does end up finding the kill. It's actually going to be his Ion Shell that takes credit for that, but return kill coming off of Arteezy. Glimpsed back to safety. everything going Sumail's way right now up in the top lane. EG looking to put some pressure onto Ice. And this time they want to finish the job. They don't want to let him off with a scratch of health. So they're going to commit the Razor ult to this. And Ice just has to stand there and take it as another tower up top. I mean, again, we haven't started to see an impact from this Razor at all. He's just been sitting top, taking kills when they're fed to him, but not really moving around. And this is where he's going to start to get active. Goes in, immediate static link onto XY. They are going to be TPing in the Furion, just waiting out that Blade Fury. He's going to be trying to TP, but the burst damage is there. They nuke him down. The Juggernaut now out of this fight. Two more heroes TPing forward. Arteezy looks like he's in it for the long haul. Jabs is going to be invis, gets the crush onto two, and there's the Sonic Wave, the vacuum into the Phoenix ult. Is it going to be enough to turn this fight? But no, EG still coming out victorious. Arteezy, even with just a scratch of health, secures a Rampage at 14 minutes in.
Oh,
Brax, did you see that?
Brigade. I did.
Oh my. How they're gonna deal with that. And XY just charges right in. It's gonna be enough to at least drag off Arteezy for now. He's gonna turn things with that static link. Immediate Omni Slash onto him. Drums and Arteezy's gonna be running to freedom. Will get glimpsed back. And now there's gonna be a big vacuum wall coming forward. Sonic Wave dumped out. EG, they're currently still alive. They're taking out 3 of Faceless. Arteezy, he's still up. He's got a ton of stolen damage. That's going to be almost a wipe. It's just going to be Black that gets out, but Sumail's there to corner him off. They can't quite keep chasing the Queen of Pain, but they get what they're looking for, which is a really successful fight. And like we talked about, Universe's biggest contributions have just been dropping that ult and continuing to go pressure other lanes. Now he's going to have to go and hop in here. Going to be TPing forward as a big fight's about to go down. Jab's going to get treed up by Universe Sumail. Eager to press forward. There's no more damage on the Juggernaut, no more life as well. Big back wall combo comes in. They do end up getting the Disruptor ult on top of it, but it's still not enough. They finally score 1 kill, but it's just on the Treant Protector. There's a godlike streak for Arteezy now at only 20 minutes in the game. It's a full team wipe. All right, you're a little not too optimistic now. Zai will get revealed here. It's going to be all by his lonesome, putting down some more. It's healing up and actually fighting through this. He's turning aggressive onto the Queen of Pain. They bring in the Furion as well. That's a trapped Quap. Arteezy still beyond godlike. Damage for him now. Puck going to be TPing in a little bit late to rake in the kill on the Quap. He's able to TP out. But up here in the top jungle, we have no shortage of action. It's going to be Jabs who goes in thinking, oh, there's a solo Phoenix, easy kill. Well, EG aren't traveling solo here. They're sticking in the buddy system, and that's a damage. Most of it coming from Black's ult, but after that burst, there's just not a whole lot left in the tank. Arteezy just soloing the racks. It's Arteezy versus 5. Yeah, he's got backup, but he's the only one pushed upstairs. He's going to be going in, draining damage. Just look at it all trickle in. Oh man, that's almost 200 extra. He's able to burn down Jabs in just a couple of clicks. And there's a buyback, but Arteezy's just out of control. It started off with a great lane for Sumail. Arteezy got what he needed. The slow farming Razor built up momentum, got that early Rampage. They got team wipes. And that's going to be it. A 1 series for EG. Now making it 6 times in a row that the EG versus Faceless series has ended in an EG victory.